Good evening. I welcome you all for today's session, Analog and Digital Data Conversions. So far we have discussed about the applications of op-amp, and the very first class we have introduction of op-amp, then all the terminals of op-amp, then inverting op-amp and non-inverting op-amp, etc. etc. Later in the previous classes we have discussed about the applications of op-amp like comparator, voltage regulator, then so and so applications in our day-to-day life. So in this session we are going to discuss about analog and digital data conversions. It is nothing but converting analog signal into digital signal. So basically in our electronics there are two categories, right? In our electronics there are only two categories like analog and digital communications. In our communications only two basically division is analog and digital. So this analog and digital, how it is converted based on our needs, that is what we are going to discuss in this session. See in this image, what you can understand in this image, see we are streaming some musics. Okay, suppose you want to listen a song, you want to hear a song, what will you do? We'll go and search in YouTube or some other websites, Instagram, anything else, right? So if we want to stream a music, we'll fetch it from any divisions like YouTube, anything, and that music, that is I am speaking about in our mobile phone, through our mobile phone. Okay, so when we get that music, how we can stream that music? While fetching that music is converted into speaker, that is into electrical signals. It is an analog signal, right? That analog signal is converted into electrical signal, and that electrical signal, due to converters, that is analog converter to digital converter, it is passed to microphones, which is heard from our ears. Okay, that is our mic, that is our speaker, right? You by that speaker we listen that song, right? So the stream analog signal is converted into electrical signals, and that electrical signals is reached to microphones or speakers. From that we are hearing the music, right? So before entering into what is the types applications, let us basically know what is mean by ADC and what is mean by DAC. ADC is nothing but analog to digital conversion, which transforms continuously varying analog signals into digital signals, whereas the vice versa of ADC is our DAC. Here in DAC, the digital to analog conversion does the opposite continuously by getting signals, that continuous digital signals, back into analog form. So this is all about analog and digital conversions. So basically how when we stream a music, how we hear it, we have discussed. Now how that streaming music converted to analog to digital and digital to analog in both transmitter section as well as in receiver section. Same in our mobile phone. See, from our mobile phone the signal is converted, passed to electrical signals and fed into ADC, where that analog signal is converted into digital signals, and the same signal is passed to transmitter section. From the transmitter section it is passed via an antenna, via an transmission antenna in transceiver side, in transmitter side, okay, via antenna. So the exact definition of ADC is the process of converting a continuous analog signal like voltage, sound or light into a digital signal. So the process, what it is doing is, here it samples the analog signal at regular intervals, like quantizes the sampled values and then encode them into a digital format, typically a binary number like zeros or ones. Here we have three types in this analog to digital converter. One is successive approximation type and another one is dual slope type, and the last one is delta sigma converter. Okay, so these are the types of analog to digital conversions. The key concepts of analog to digital conversions are sampling, quantization and coding. So the same in the previous slide I explained about the signal, how it reaches till transmitter part, right? From the transmitter part, the same antenna is accessed in our receiver part, and the signal there is received and again transmitted into DAC, that is digital to analog converter, and it is received in our microphone. This is the entire process of ADC and DAC. So here the key concepts of ADC is same, sampling, quantization and coding. The applications are audio recording, image processing and data acquisition. The vice versa of ADC is DAC, where it converts digital signals into a continuous analog signal. The process is, it takes a digital input and produces an output voltage and current that correspond to the digital value. Here there are only two types. One is weighted resistor DACs and another one is or ladder DACs. So here the two concepts of key concepts are decoding and output. So the applications of this DAC is audio playback, display systems and control systems. Even we have many applications, vast applications, etc. Only few I have represented here. So these are all about our ADC and DAC. In the next session, we will discuss about each type, like what are the types of ADC and the types of DAC, right? Thank you.